All right, joined here with our newest baseball coach here in the area, Lee Lewis. In case people have not noticed yet, Lee Lewis announced as I don't know if announced the proper thing, but you have been confirmed as the new head coach for the Salida baseball team. First of all, Lee, congratulations on getting the job. And what were some of the things that made you want to apply for it?
Well, Caleb, it's pretty obvious that I have a set of twins coming up through the system, and I have this is a terrible analogy, but dogs in the fight. And I want to make sure that, this program continues to grow and take it to the next level. But, I was very interested in trying to provide for the kids in our community an opportunity to play baseball.
Well, when you look at kind of the situation that you're in as well, you're a coach formerly. Did you kind of get the itch a little bit? I know you helped out with the Buena Vista program up in BV last year. Did that kind of help make it a little bit more desirable to come out and coach? You got back into it a bit?
I'm going to start my 44th year in education and coaching, and you never lose that passion. Whether it's on the radio with you, doing basketball games on the road, or at home, doing baseball at BV, you never are too far away from it, and the opportunity just seemed right, and it just seemed to make sense to step in right now. My kids are a little bit older. I'm a little bit older and a little bit wiser. I know what to expect the second time around. Well,
and you look at it, too, you've had experience coaching baseball at a lot of different levels, too. And one of those ended up resulting in a state championship for yourself. For people that don't know, you have success in this as well. What, in your opinion, breeds that success when you're around a program for as long as you are, when you're around the sport as long as you are? What do you want to not that it wasn't here already, but bring in and kind of reinvigorate a bit?
Well, I think that the big thing is I'm very detail-oriented, and I really believe that baseball, it's a game of failure. 70% of the time you're going to fail, and you've got to teach kids how to deal with that failure. For me, I want to make sure that we're specific with details. I'm a hitting coach, and I love to hit, and that's one of my fortes. But, there are a lot of things that are negotiable and some things that are non-negotiable. So I think that we can improve in terms of details. The other day we were videotaping some kids, and looking at some of that video, you could see that starting with their feet, we've got things we got to address all the way up. But, it seems elementary, but it's pretty detailed. And I really believe that that's going to be something we're going to really focus on.
Summer, very important when it comes to high school baseball, and particularly when you're coming into a season, because in the winter, you can do a little bit in the gyms, you can do a little bit in the cages, but with small schools, you're still trying to split your time with kids, and you won't necessarily have those. How big is this summer going to be to introduce yourself to the kids? I'm sure a lot of them already know you, but to kind of get a little bit more familiar with them, and what have you guys been doing this summer?
Well, we've been just gathering kids, the kids that want to play. We didn't have any baseball here for the kids 13 years through 18 years of age. So we just got some word out there and said to the kids every Tuesday, Thursday, we'd like to get together at the park a couple hours a day and just work on some stuff. And stuff meaning simple things like, throwing the ball across the diamond, fielding ground balls, BP, situational stuff, the detail stuff. I mean, when you start looking at kids throwing sidearm versus over the top, just little things. And so it's a teaching moment is what it is. And so we've been, there's been a few days we've had 16 to 18 kids out there, and there have been days we've had 6 or 8. And, we'll just keep doing it as long as the kids are interested in doing it. But we're trying to get those kids back involved and interested in playing baseball.
Last thing, Lee, and again, Lee Lewis taking over the head coaching position for the Salida Spartans on the baseball diamond coming up in spring 2020. He'll be out there roving around with them, still be doing play-by-play or color with us during the basketball season, hopefully. And to wrap it all up, though, where do you think the team can go next year? It's really early. Obviously, you don't know necessarily which kids. Some of the kids that'll come out. You were again around the baseball programs last year. But when you talk to people to kind of gauge some expectations right now, where would you hope to kind of see the team coming into it and kind of leaving the season next year?
Well, we're going to compete, and we're going to have 7 seniors on the squad, and that's critical when you have that kind of leadership. And we're looking to ask Nico Granzella and Zane Walker and a few of the other kids that are going to be out there as seniors to lead. And I think with that experience, if the kids buy into what we're trying to do and they play hard and they have a passion and they work hard, I think we're going to be very competitive. We're going to go in competing and making sure that we're not looked at as a doormat of the league.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, Lee. Thanks so much for the time, and we'll look forward to seeing you out there on the baseball field come 2020.
Thank you, Caleb.